First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw it on first down. From right side going to be caught by Waller. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended
Nice play on the football, and what was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey down. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
On the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Another takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And it's Mims. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action now. Haskins looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Lions nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking for more, but this is intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll go backwards here. Lose losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Lions nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Aaron Donald with a sack. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Play action. Haskins. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt.
39-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They can't contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd and short.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here, Herbert. Colts are going to get it. There he goes. Grant Delpit in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Warner, that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert now. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. To the air again. Herbert being chased out left. He'll look downfield. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Here is Eckler. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts 4-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. That's caught. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
3rd down.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Justin Herbert sacked.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Detroit. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Haskins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Looking for one, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he will take this across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Able to connect with Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Again, McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Colts 17, Lions 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler.
Herbert.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now Haskins on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Number 6. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Eckler, the ball
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Marvin Jones.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a 3rd. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
They are in that zone that you're talking about. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this one is incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. And it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
7-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
28-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colts 24, Lions 3.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Herbert. Taking it in over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
At the 30.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Colts 23-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler, and he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 16. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Brown brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's caught inside the 5.
That's good.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. BigQadeer here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Haskins looking for Campbell downfield. And it's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A huge play that time for the Colts. 51 yards.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw, Haskins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Haskins will throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll give this to Eckler. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Herbert. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Herbert sacked.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here we go with Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
38-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play.
Ray Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You